So let's welcome to the show Senator Roger Marshall from the great state from the Budget Committee, I should say. And should the media be more transparent about who's actually on the Yale Budget Lab and who makes it up? Because that is so one-sided, so lopsided, it's really not a candid, impartial assessment of the big, beautiful bill.
Yeah, Jason, great to be with you. And first of all, I want everyone to know that our hearts are pouring out for the folks in Texas, the victims, their families. And I've talked with Senator Cornyn, Senator Cruz, Congressman Jody Arrington down there, and I know they're doing what they can to help. And, getting back to the situation at hand, you're right. This Yale Lab is actually another Democrat think tank. And that they're the type of economists that got it wrong under John F. Kennedy's tax cuts and President Reagan's tax cuts and Trump 45 tax cuts as well. They don't realize that when you cut taxes, the economy grows. And that's where the biggest difference is when you listen to their opinion versus our opinion versus this White House's opinion, that we believe that these tax cuts and then giving tax breaks for small businesses and for manufacturing, that's going to help the economy grow especially as well. I think about being able to write off new manufacturing equipment, being able to write off accelerated depreciation, those types of things.
Senator, how offended were you in the comparison by Larry Summers that there'll be 100,000 deaths like in Texas? To say that at this point, at this time, is pretty offensive, was it not?
Absolutely. And again, I just feel bad for those families down in Texas being drawn into a political argument. But I want to emphasize, on our Medicaid plan, we actually increased the spending. We increased the spending faster than the rate of inflation, $200 billion a year more, that we're trying to strengthen Medicaid and save it for those who really need it the most. So we're going to make sure that seniors in nursing home, people with disabilities, pregnant women, children, that they actually have Medicaid. The only one that's going to lose Medicaid going forward are people that are fraudulently on it, or people that are unwilling to work even just 20 hours in a week, or they can go to school, they can volunteer. I've said this before, but we have folks back home harvesting wheat that are working 20 hours a day. So that's not too much to ask of people. And by the way, I think helping people get a job is a good thing.
Yeah, it prioritizes Americans, and yet Democrats can't handle that. Senator Roger Marshall from the great state of Kansas, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Evening Edit.